Welcome to Los Pollos Hermanos family. My name is Diego, but you can call me Dick. Due to our previous owner dying, I have taken the mantle of becoming the owner myself. My job here today is to train you so you can have all the essentials for an amazing job performance. But first, let's start with my story. This is goofy. Alright, so my first customer service job was Domino's, and I did this literally as soon as I turned the age where you can legally work. That's when I started working, and so I thought that my first job as a 15-year-old would be Domino's. You know, I've been seeing in the movies and the TV shows how every teenager is supposed to get a fast food job, and so I applied at this Domino's place and I freaking hated it. The actual job is not that bad. The actual manual labor is not that bad. The actual bad time that I had was with the people. This was during the pandemic too, when the pandemic was calming down a little bit. But still, why do people still order through phone calls? That's so dumb. I'm sorry. That's literally just go on the app and order it yourself. You know how tedious the process is of having the other person say every single number on their credit card, and if you get one number wrong, you have to do it again and make sure that you got everything right, while also having the pressure of getting even more phone calls. I need to elaborate on my position. Pretty much I was like the crew member of Domino's. I was the one who made the pizzas. I was the one who took the orders, who cleaned, and the actual manual labor is not that bad. It's just the people. Literally, I couldn't just get enough. Every day I went there, I came out depressed. I couldn't even last 2 weeks. As soon as I got my paycheck, I dipped. I did not like it. And one of my biggest pet peeves ever is when people treat me as if I'm stupid. As if they know better. When they look down upon me. And I get some people just trying to be my mentor, teach me stuff, but you shouldn't treat me like I'm dumb, I can't comprehend it. And this happened with the manager, because I got a phone call, the manager was rushing and stuff, doing a bunch of things, and I got a phone call saying, hey, can I talk to the manager? And I was like, hey dude, somebody wants to talk to you. And he was rushing, and then he grabbed the phone, and he's like, oh, just put it down, I can't describe it how he did it, but he treated me like I was a little kid, and that really bothered me. I wish I could explain it better, but that was my drawing point. I can't stand people who treat me as if I'm stupid. I know what to do. If you can't answer the phone right now, just tell me I can't answer the phone. That way I can let them know. Just don't tell me to put it down on the table like that. I mean, props to him though. He must have had massive patience in order to balance everything. Do deliveries, take orders, answer phone calls. It takes a lot of work to do that. But yet again, do you really want to ruin your life and have a bunch of stress over a fast food company? That's why it's I could never see myself in a million years be a fast food manager. That just even if it pays a lot, I respect myself too much not to do that. I mean, maybe when it comes to other fast food, when it comes to Domino's, I feel it's I saw firsthand how stressful it is. Maybe other fast food places are more calmer, but yeah, that was my experience. There were some nice coworkers though. Again, there were some coworkers who were trying to teach me stuff, help me out, trying to develop my skills, and it's not all bad. There's some good in there. There's some good in working at a fast food place, and I'm gonna go over why you should. But before I do that, I need to talk about my second fast food experience, which was in Taco Bell. The thing is, I remember Taco Bell being not as bad as Domino's. I remember the people there being more nicer. I remember the orders were much easier. Since I wasn't making the food myself, all I needed to do was take orders, clean, make drinks. It was really easy. But again, I don't know, it's maybe it's just me, but I don't think I can be at a fast food environment, work there. I think I'll be too depressed. Not to be mean or anything, but most of the people who order fast food are depressed people. It makes sense because fast food is a way of dealing with depression. I know that's one way that some people deal with their mental issues. It's a way to escape reality. I know that, but still, being around a lot of people like that makes you want to be kind of influences you, And my experience with Taco Bell was kind of similar. I did see people like that, but it wasn't as bad as Domino's. At Domino's, you get constant people, and once again, since they could call and they don't have to be face to face, they could just talk mad shit and give me hella attitude because they're on the phone. But when it comes to Taco Bell, you see them face to face in the drive-thru and stuff, giving their orders. To be honest, I could have probably stick to that job much longer if I wanted to, but not only did it had a bad environment, I also had college at the time too, so that's what stopped me. My mental state was at an all-time low because because like I had a college, I had my YouTube channel, then I had my job at Taco Bell. So I had like all these things, and just, you know, my mental health just like decreased exponentially, and it just couldn't deal with it any longer. So I decided to quit. You know, my grades were down at the time, so that gave me even more depression. So I just had to quit. That way I can fix myself. And so I did. Another difference between Domino's and Taco Bell was the fact that I don't know why, but like the people at Taco Bell just seemed more depressed. I don't know, maybe it's because I was like grown up and more mature. I started working at Taco Bell in my first semester of college, and I worked at Domino's like in my sophomore year of high school. Like a massive jump in time. So it's been like a long time since I worked fast food. But when I worked at Taco Bell, I just like saw more people who were massively depressed, who like were married and like were financially struggling and still working there. And it's like, it made me see how I could maybe end up one day like that if I don't lock in. Like that pay there is not even worth it too. I was getting paid, I think it was like $12 or $13 an hour. I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, it was $13 an hour. Right now I'm getting paid less on my current job. I get paid $11.75, which is pretty bad. It's pretty low, but the thing that I like about my job is the fact that they have flexible hours. Like if I wanted to, like I can decide my own schedule. I can call off the day before. It's a really good job, really convenient, and we get a lot of free time too, a lot of downtime, which has helped me work on my YouTube channel. But most importantly, if you're gonna get like a part-time job, just make sure it's one you enjoy. I mean, if you get a job in general, just get one that you enjoy. And I mean, if you enjoy working at a fast food environment, then yeah, that's fine, go ahead. But let's just be honest, for most people, we don't really want to do that. Alright, so why should you work at a fast food? And the reason is because all of the bad things that I said about it, all of like the pay being bad, the environment being bad, the customers being bad, all of this is going to give you motivation to not be in that environment again, to work hard. That way you can make enough money to not be in that type of environment. Pretty much just be there for motivation, as I said before. That way you can know firsthand what happens if you don't lock in, how depressive that life is. You know, even after my experience with Domino's at 15 years old, even after that, I still wanted to work at a fast food place again. And when I did that, when I worked at Taco Bell, that was like my drawing point. That was like, okay, I'm never doing this again. I forgot how bad it was. And I'm glad, don't get me wrong, like I'm glad that I worked at Taco Bell again, because if I didn't, I would have never locked in. I would have never been motivated to do what I do now. You know, it's kind of crazy how they just like give you just enough money to survive. And that's a little bit concerning, to be honest. You know, they want to keep you there. They want to keep you just satisfied enough. And I always preach this, but you should never be satisfied. Always strive for more. This is the reason why I love filmmaking so much. It's like, you could make a film. It could be good. It could win awards, but you might not be internally satisfied. You might see like a missing detail, and then next time you make your next film, improve on that detail. You know, you're always striving for more when it comes to filming. You could have similar goals too when it comes to your business, whenever it comes to maybe your love life. You know, always strive for more. Never be satisfied. Never ever. That's been like my biggest fear. Just like being satisfied, being comfortable. And right now at the period where I'm at, you know, I should have every right to be comfortable. Right now it's the summertime. I don't got school. I don't got work. I mean, I do got work, but like my hours are cut in half. Since it's not like school times, I don't have to work as much. So by all accounts, I don't have anything that's keeping me accountable. The only thing that's keeping me accountable is myself. So you should do the same thing too. Hold yourself accountable. Strive to always have a goal. Always work towards that goal. Because if you don't, you're gonna end up at a fast food place. I swear to God, you've already. I'm telling you the truth. I mean, you do learn valuable skills. Don't get me wrong. You also learn how to multitask. You learn how to improve your speaking skills, your teamwork skills. Like, you do build up valuable skills that will help you in the long run. When I was researching, you know, titles and thumbnails for this video, you know, I noticed how most people exaggerate how working at a fast food place is. It's like, yeah, it's bad, but it's like, it's not that bad. It's not like the end of the world. You know, it's all about your mindset. But I think you should go into it with a mentality of like, I'm gonna get through this. I'm gonna get the experience. I'm gonna see how it is. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna gain a new experience. I'm gonna become better because I'm going through this. That's how you should go about it. You shouldn't go about it just, oh, you know, I'm depressed. I don't want to be here. I want to get out. When is my shift over? When is my shift over? You know, that's the mistake that I made. If you have a negative mentality, of course, the results are gonna be negative. Like, it really is easy to be negative at a fast food job because the people around you are mostly negative. But try to be different. Try to stand out. Try to see the good in everything. Always have the mentality that you're making progress. Even if you're doing something that you don't enjoy, like fast food, if you have the mentality of, hey, I'm still making progress, even though I'm doing something that I don't like, then well, you are gonna make progress. The things that you learn on that job are gonna stick for you for longer periods of time. So that's why I really encourage you to to work at Los Pollos Hermanos today. Link in the description. No, if you want to work for me at Los Pollos Hermanos, one day I'm gonna build my own Los Pollos Hermanos. We're gonna serve the best chicken ever. 1 million views, 1 million subscribers, $1 million. Hell yeah. No, yeah, but for real, I do have like a service in the description. If you like the way I make thumbnails, you can hire me. You can buy one of my thumbnails and I'll happily make a thumbnail for you. So with that, thank you for watching this video. If you like to, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new or if you like my channel, and always remember to live your life like there's no tomorrow.